Hello guys, welcome back to the Brutal Investor channel. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. In this episode, I'm going to cover one of my favorite projects in the crypto space, and it's a project that recently got voted to be available on Aave, and this project is called the Ample token of the Ampleforth ecosystem, or the AMPL token, right? Again, as always guys, I highly recommend you guys to do your own research and any of the projects we cover in our channel. And for this project, I recommend you guys to go to the website ampleforth.org in order to learn more about this project, right? So for the purpose of this video, I'm going to cover information presented below the coin market cap page for Ampleforth, so that I can provide you with some peripheral information which will help you guys to do your own deep research after this video, right? So what is Ampleforth, or the AMPL token? Ampleforth is an Ethereum based cryptocurrency with an algorithmically adjusted circulating supply. It is designed to be the base money of the new decentralized economy. By providing an asset that cannot be diluted by supply inflation and remains decoupled to the price action of other cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin in particular. So again, we have covered Ampleforth in some of our previous videos. The reason why I wanted to bring this topic again is because of the fact that Ampleforth obviously is a very unique token that is obviously an ERC20 token built on the Ethereum blockchain, and it is aiming to be this algorithmic stablecoin that always has an aim of being close to a dollar, right? And not just any dollar, a dollar, the US dollar value from 2019, which is currently like $1.04 or $1.06, somewhere in that range. So the Ample token always strives to be pegged to the $1, but it's not actually steadfastly pegged to the dollar, because it is a volatile token where, due to the buying and selling activities of the Ampleforth token, the token can lose its peg and go above $1 or below $1, right? And when that happens, something really unique happens. So if the token goes above $1, the algorithm basically creates new tokens of Ample in an attempt to bring the price down. So how does it do that? It does that by printing more AMPL tokens in such a manner that people's wallet has an increased number of Ample tokens, right? And this happens once a day, and this activity is called rebasing, right? So in this case, we are talking about positive rebasing when the price of one Ample token is above $1.06. Then the token distribution is in such a way that many people get, everyone who holds Ample token get a few extra Ample, which is also worth $1.06. So naturally, due to human psychology, people will see this as an opportunity where they're getting free tokens, and this prompts them to sell the tokens, thereby bringing the price of the token down to the peg of $1.06, right? In converse, this could also be a negative rebase mechanism, where when the price of one Ample is below the $1.06 mark, then the algorithm of the token basically reduces tokens from the supply, which means people start seeing their Ample tokens in their wallets decreasing, thereby causing more people to buy the token at a cheaper price with an attempt to increase the token price back to the $1 peg, right? So it's a little bit of a complex mechanism, but once you understand and wrap your head around it, you'll basically understand that it's a very very fluid token. Although at the time of making this video, it's not actually stable. You can clearly see that the price of one Ample is $1.46 in the top right corner. It is above its peg, not significantly, but it is quite above its peg, and therefore every time it remains above this $1.06 kind of range, there's a positive rebase that happens on a 24-hour basis, and more Ample tokens are provided to people who already hold Ample, right? So this is a cool thing, obviously, which we've already covered in at least one of our videos in the past. But the main important reason why I covered this token today is since this token is voted to be available on Aave, which is obviously the biggest and the most powerful decentralized finance, lending and borrowing dApps on the Ethereum blockchain. It's a very cool deal and a very important milestone for the Ampleforth community as well as the project itself. And this is going to shoot the price of this token through the roof. And the best thing is, for people who hold Ample tokens, including myself, the longer this token stays above the $1.06 peg, the higher the rebase is, and the more and more people who buy this token, the token kind of goes up in price, which causes more positive rebases, and the percentage of positive rebase on a daily basis is so significant that people have literally made like thousands and thousands of dollars just because of the rebasing mechanism itself, right? But the converse is also true. Ampleforth has been known to be a part of the death spiral when it loses, goes below the $1 peg, which kind of creates a very, let's say it's not a good experience for people who hold Ample at that time, because you literally see your Ample losing, losing the peg, and also when the negative rebases happen, that's when you shouldn't be looking at your Ample or your wallet, right? Because you'll basically be seeing your Ample tokens be taken away from you, not by someone or some entity. It's basically by the algorithm. That's how it's programmed, right? So that's a general overview of this. I'll just quickly cover through whatever this article says, and we'll quickly jump to the website itself and see how this milestone is a significant milestone and what it could mean for the future of Ample and people who borrow and lend Ample, right? With Ampleforth, token holders own a fixed fraction of the total AMPL circulating supply rather than a fixed number of tokens. When the protocol detects that the price of Ample is too high, it increases the circulating supply, whereas the supply is decreased if the price is too low. Again, this is something that we already covered right now, but the most important thing is when you buy Ample, you're not buying tokens of Ample, because the tokens are irrelevant, right? You're basically buying a small fraction of the Ampleforth total circulating supply, and the market share of the Ample itself is unchanged, right? So you're still owning a fraction, depending on how much you buy, you're still owning a fraction of the entire Ample circulating supply, and your share doesn't really change regardless of how much positive or negative rebases happen, right? The change is propagated to all Ampleforth wallets which have their wallet balance adjusted proportionally. Irrespective of this change, Ample holders will still retain the same percentage of the total token supply. So again, this is something that's very true. People think that during negative rebases I'm losing my tokens, and therefore they think that they're getting scammed or something like that, but that's not the case. Even if you undergo both positive and negative rebases, the algorithm proportionally distributes and removes Ample tokens in such a way that your overall share of the total token supply will not change, right? So this automatic supply adjustment process is known as a rebase and occurs once each day, with a positive rebase if the price goes above $1.06 and a negative rebase if the price goes below 96 cents. The overall goal of the system is to create incentives that drive the market price of Ample back to $1 peg, right? So again, I just want to make a small correction. I mentioned that if the price goes below $1.06, there's a negative rebase, but in reality, if the price goes below the 96 cents range, that's when the negative rebases happen, right? So between 96 and $1.06, nothing really happens. You don't really have a positive or negative rebase, right? So I just want to make a correction. So who are the founders of Ampleforth? Ampleforth was founded by Ivan Kuo, an experienced product manager and serial entrepreneur that holds a Bachelor of Science in Mechatronics, Robotics and Automation Engineering from University of California, Berkeley. So again, Ivan Kuo is one of the main founders, and this section talks about his experience and his knowledge. Kuo is described as an art and math lover and has experience developing predictive auction products. He previously held the role of CEO at Pythagoras Pizza, a San Francisco-based pizza delivery service, but now holds the role of CEO at Ampleforth Foundation, the development and management firm behind the Ampleforth protocols. Again, it's very interesting that Ivan had experiences with, experiences outside of the crypto or even the computer science world, or even like currency or banking industry as well, right? It's kind of interesting how he ended up with this project, but he's now the CEO of the Ampleforth Foundation, which is obviously the project that develops and manages the Ampleforth protocol itself. Besides Quo, the Ampleforth Foundation team is almost entirely composed of engineers and excludes ex-Uber and ex-Google senior software engineer Brandon Iles, who is also listed as co-founder of the project. As per its LinkedIn page, Ampleforth currently lists just over a dozen team members, the vast majority of which operate in the San Francisco Bay Area. So again, this paragraph basically talks about the other founder, Brandon Iles, and the project itself has a lot of engineers and employees who were actually part of Uber and Google, right? So it's a very robust team with a very interesting founder background, to be honest, and it's still a very open project where people who hold the fourth token, which is the second token of the Ampleforth ecosystem, which also has been covered in our channel. So if you want to know about the fourth token, which is available on Binance and Coinbase, and if you want to even see if you're eligible for the fourth airdrop, then you can check out my video on that, right? So that token is a governance token, and you can basically govern the Ampleforth ecosystem, which is part of the reason why Ample token is going to be available on Aave pretty soon, right? So what makes Ampleforth unique? Ampleforth is unique in that it aims to provide a truly non-correlated asset that can be used for diversifying cryptocurrency portfolios as a reserve collateral for decentralized finance or DeFi applications, and eventually as an alternative to central bank money that is resistant to shocks. Again, the main takeaway from Ampleforth or Ample token is that it's a very unique token that doesn't want to be correlated with any other cryptocurrencies, which is a good thing in many ways, but also could also become a double-edged sword sometimes. But overall, it's a good thing, right? Ampleforth achieves this by using an entirely new system which sees the circulating supply expand and contract in response to consumer demand without diluting any individual stakeholder. Ampleforth believes in this property and that this property makes it suitable as a new type of base money for the digital economy, similar to how gold was previously used as the base money to many fiat currencies prior to the dissolution of the Bretton Woods agreements. Again, there's a lot of more kind of philosophical reasons that makes Ampleforth very unique. Not only is it not correlated with any other asset, it does its own thing. It also has this very unique supply expansion mechanism, which is going to be something that's going to be determined by the algorithm instead of by humans, right? So as you know, the fiat currency is also kind of like has an expansion mechanism where the federal government can print as much money as they want, but there's no like negative rebates in the real world, and therefore that makes this the fiat money everywhere in the world as an inflationary currency that devalues eventually, right? But Ampleforth is not like that. It's fully algorithmically controlled, and its supply expands and contracts proportionally in relationship with its price, right? And since it's aiming to be the backbone of DeFi as the go-to stablecoin in the future, as it naturally maintains its peg to the $1 range. This has serious implications when it comes to DeFi applications, especially starting with Aave, right? As people interact with Aave, initially there's a lot of opportunities to make extreme gains because of how Ampleforth itself works and the traction that a token that's going to be listed on Aave will have, and that is going to literally make the price of Ampleforth shoot through the roof. And that's exactly what you're seeing right now. If you see in the top right corner, the price is only going up, and the price seems to be going close to $1.50 range. And its all-time highs, I believe, was $4 last year, close to $4, or even slightly over $4 last year. And the positive rebases every single day when the token was above the $4 range or above the $1.06 range was massive. So people who held Ampleforth got so much positive rebase, and many of the people who were also staking Ample tokens in Geyser would receive more Ample tokens as rewards from the Geyser, and that made them insanely wealthy, right? So there's a couple of people whom I know who became extremely wealthy because of Ample. So again, Ampleforth has an incredibly high potential to be the go-to de facto stablecoin of the DeFi ecosystem. Because the Ampleforth supply is unaffected by inflation or any other dilutive factors, it is uniquely positioned as an asset that is able to maintain its purchasing power against other assets. This makes it attractive as a hedge and as an alternative to fiat currency suffering from rampant devaluations. Again, this statement is also slightly philosophical. If you see, since Ample has its own mechanism and it's not correlated, even though there is supply expansion, there's also supply deflation, which makes this token extremely unique as an asset that can hedge against the inflation in a way, right? So that's very interesting. And if you see, how is Ampleforth network secured? So as an ERC20 token, Ampleforth is built on top of the Ethereum blockchain and benefits from the strength and security that comes with its extensive node and miner networks. Again, Ampleforth itself doesn't necessarily have a secure. It's not a blockchain in of itself, so it kind of uses Ethereum's security to make its own platform very secure, right? And that's a good thing, because again, Ethereum is obviously a very reputed blockchain, and leveraging Ethereum's insane security is going to be good for the future of Ampleforth. Beyond this, the integrity of the Ampleforth network is maintained by a decentralized network of oracles, which are used to feed in the price data used to determine whether there needs to be a positive or negative rebase. So again, when it comes to security, it leverages on Ethereum, right? But when it comes to whether to positively or negatively rebase or not, it relies on a decentralized network of oracles, which also includes Chainlink, in order to get accurate price feeds of the market sentiment and market emotions that drive the price of the token up or down, and thereby determining whether there needs to be a positive or negative rebase, right? Until December 2019, Ampleforth was previously the only oracle provider used to source market data, but it has since integrated Chainlink oracles for the same purpose, helping to avoid the centralization of oracle data. Now, data from multiple aggregators is used in the logic behind the rebase functions. Again, previously it was doing its own kind of like oracle mechanisms, but then it integrated with Chainlink, which is a decentralized oracle, and then now it has a multitude of oracles that is trying to feed the information to the algorithm whether there needs to be a positive or negative rebase for the Ampleforth token, right? So again, that's the general overview of AMPL itself. It's a very interesting project. I believe that it has a very high potential. If you know what you're doing, you obviously have a very high potential to make sick gains with this. And with the potential listing, I don't think it's a potential listing, I think it's a confirmed listing of Ample on Aave. I think the price is obviously reacting to that, and now we are officially like in a decent positive rebasing territory, which is probably going to push the price of this token easily above $2, right? So if you go to ampleforth.org, you can clearly see that the first thing that you'll see is the fourth token information, because it's a new governance token, and people who have held or interacted with Ample in the past are eligible. So if you want to see if you are eligible to receive that airdrop, you can kind of link your wallet and see if you are eligible. You may be surprised if you had for some reason interacted with Ample even for a short duration of time last year, you may still be able to get a little bit of fourth token, which is also a cool token in and of itself, right? So again, there is not a lot of other information that we would be interested in from the website. You have this governance aspect, which kind of like is maintained by the fourth token itself. And if you go to the community section, which is where you'll see most of the exciting information from the community, and you can go to the social media places including Discord to get the recent updates. You can also follow them on Twitter, which is also where you get the most important updates, right? So that's pretty much it for the website itself. There's nothing really special. It's the same thing that we discussed. There may be a few geezers that you can participate in, but the main thing is, since it's available on Aave, I'm going to provide like a verbal kind of like information. Not a lot of information is still available yet. I believe you can kind of like borrow from Aave, I believe, but you really can't lend at the moment. But the lending and borrowing APY or APR in the future is going to be determined yet, and we don't really know a timeline on when Ample will be available on Aave. But think about the possibilities that can happen on Aave, right? So Aave being one of the biggest borrowing and lending decentralized platforms on Ethereum as well as on Polygon, you can clearly see that itself is obviously a big step forward for Ample in order to get the recognition that it needs widely in the crypto space. And I believe that this is just the beginning, because Ample can be listed on multiple other DeFi platforms, and that is going to be huge, because if Aave can do it, it's only going to be a matter of time before Compound doing it. You can also expect to see several other dApps doing it. And one other major update that I think I forgot to give you guys this time is Ample Fourth is also available on Binance Smart Chain. So you can technically go to PancakeSwap, and if you have some cake tokens, you can kind of go to the syrup pool. And I believe even now the syrup pool for Ample token is still live. So if you go and stake some cake tokens, you may earn some Ample Fourth tokens or Ample tokens, right, on the Binance Smart Chain, which is a huge deal, because if Aave can list Ample, I think there's going to be a few Binance Smart Chain projects that will eventually list Ample as well. And since Aave is not really available on Binance Smart Chain, it will definitely be available on Polygon as well, because Polygon is also extremely popular with all its low fees, extremely high transaction speeds, and also the entire ecosystem of Ethereum is slowly migrating to Polygon, and most of them have already migrated. There's a few that will migrate, including Ample Fourth. And once Ample Fourth kind of like migrates to the Polygon ecosystem, I can only see huge things happening for Ample price, as well as the positive rebases are going to be insane, right? So that's one of the reasons I want to cover this token. But going back to the coin market cap page for Ample, the token is currently ranked 159th by market cap on coin market cap, and is currently trading at $1.47 per token with a 36.43% increase in the past 24 hours. Again, I'm although optimistic and bullish with Ample, I wouldn't really recommend any newcomers, especially people who have never interacted with DeFi, or even people who have heard about Ample but who haven't really invested in Ample, to invest in this project. The reason is this is going up right now. So I understand that this token can be tempting to invest in, but there will be certain price dips that you can take advantage of. But I wouldn't really recommend you to jump into this or ape into this, as they say in the crypto space, without kind of like having a watchful eye on this. Because if you buy this token at this price point and the token goes down, especially below the 95 cents range, you will suffer from severe depression, seeing the price go below and your Ample tokens be slowly taken from you. That's going to cause you some serious headache, right? So this token, I would still say, even though it's a very reputed project, it has been around for 2 years right now, I would still say it's an extremely high risk token, just because of the fact that how its rebasing works, right? The rebasing mechanism is a powerful tool to make you more money and also to lose more money, right? So you need to be extremely careful, and you should only put money on this token specifically that you can afford to lose, because you may easily lose a lot of money during the negative rebases, and it's not going to be fun seeing that, right? But we'll talk about the prices and potential buy-in opportunities in a few seconds. But if you see, the market cap is the main driver. If you take the price, forget about the price. Price doesn't really matter for Amplify. The only thing that matters is the market cap, right? So we'll look at the market cap chart pretty soon, but if you see, the token is currently worth $170 million in market cap, which is still relatively low compared to many other bad quality projects or low quality projects that are worth $250 million in market cap. I mean, some of them are even $500 million in market cap, right? So the project like Ample has a long way to go, and if it do end up becoming the stable coin of the DeFi space, then I think the market cap will only shoot up through the roof and maybe even reach $1 billion in market cap. And if that happens, then you only have to imagine the rebase, how badly the rebase is going to be. I mean, badly in the sense, in a positive way, how badly this token is going to rebase and how much money this can literally print for its holders, right? So again, I'm not trying to post any hopium bombs or anything like that. I just want to make sure that you guys understand that there is a lot of room for this project to go, and I think the Ample Aave, kind of like the partnership is only the beginning, right? So although the market cap is less than $200 million in market cap, it has significantly increased in the past 24 hours. So it's about 35.95% increase in the past 24 hours, which is considerably high. So I'll provide some tips on, if you don't already have Ample, or if you want to accumulate Ample, what can you do when it comes to getting in. So you want to get in, and how can you get in? How not to, how to try avoiding getting wrecked by Ample, right? That's something that we'll cover shortly. So if you take the max supply and circulating supply, this information is completely irrelevant, but it's also a good indicator just so you know how much of the Ample tokens are in circulation. So if you see, there's 29% in circulation, but this is completely irrelevant. You only have to look at the market cap, right? So let's quickly move on to the charts. If you see the all-time price for Amplefort, you can clearly see that the token has been pretty stable, and it's been consistently in the $1 range. Even though they're having extremely high volatile peaks, the token has consistently managed to be within the $1, somewhere between maybe 85 cents to $1.25 kind of range, right? Overall, on average. There have been some peaks, but we'll cover that shortly. So if you see here, the token price is available since June 28th of 2019, when the token price was worth $2.11, and then it kind of dipped below the $1 range, obviously causing negative rebases, but going up and then bouncing up and down and all that. But if you see, the token made an all-time highs of about close to $4, mid of early July last year, around the same time period as this year, and it reached kind of like $3.84, close to $4, when rebasing was pretty crazy, that people started dumping, and that kind of brought back the price to the $1.20, $1.30, and sometimes even 87 cents and some 94 cents in that range. And now you can clearly see that after a downturn due to the market being dumping, this token, due to the news of it being going to be available on Aave, has kind of started rising back up, right? I would probably say that people will continue to dump this token, because this is a very good opportunity for traders, especially people who know how this protocol works, and they are basically taking advantage of this project, right? They pretty much buy it when they anticipate the token will reach from a negative rebase territory to a positive rebase territory. When they kind of snipe this token at that price point, they are going to be in this project throughout the positive rebases, and they will sell it and then come out of it when the token is going to go during the negative rebase, right? So that's a strategy, but it's a very risky strategy. It can be done. I'm not saying that you should do it or you shouldn't do it. You should do your own research before you invest in this token anyway. But if you do plan to do that kind of trading, be very careful, because it's still a very volatile token, right? So the price charts obviously don't really tell us anything. It's the market cap that matters, right? If you see the market cap, obviously the market cap information was irrelevant since before the 2020, 2020 of June or July last year, but the token kind of was somewhere in the $5.6 million in market cap, and then it kind of shot up in market cap during during the mid of July, when it went to $600 million in market cap before crashing back down and then making a huge peak back up, although not as huge as before, touching the $440 million in market cap, late August last year before crashing back down. And then it's been quite volatile since then, but overall it's kind of been on average about plus or minus $150 million, plus or minus $5 million in market cap, but overall somewhere between 150 to $140 million in market cap, right? But if you see, during the recent downturn, the token reached relative lows of $112 million in market cap, and now it's kind of going back up. I think this token can easily touch the $300 million market cap, especially after the Aave news, but it's only going to be very volatile before it reaches that, right? So for people who want to get into this token, do you still have an opportunity to do this before it touches the $2 mark? I think yes. So I believe that after it kind of like stays in above the $1.40, $1.35 range for a few days, people who kind of like sniped this token will start taking profits, which is when the token price will start going down and the market cap will start taking a downturn, right? So there will be a point in the next couple of weeks where this token can go below the $1.06 range, but it will not go below the 95 cents range. Again, please pay close attention, right? There will be a point where the market cap will be in such a way that the token price will be below the $1.06 range, but it won't go below the 95 cent range. And that is something which is a good buy opportunity, because once people start selling it, they will start buying it in this neutral territory, which will push the price back up above the $1.06 range, causing a positive rebase, and then it can easily go hit a market cap of $300 million before coming back down, right? I believe that during the short term, by the end of this bull run, this token can maybe even touch its previous all-time highs and even cross the previous all-time highs, reaching somewhere between $600 to $700 million in market cap, which will be a huge rebasing activity, right? And when that happens, that's when you will see a lot of people literally dumping their tokens and bringing the price back down to $1, and also the market cap down to like $150 to $200 million in market cap, right? But till then, I think it's safe to say that this token is going to go up. There's no doubt about it. The moment it hits Aave, and the moment Aave or Ampleforth announces that Ample is live on Aave, that's when I think that huge pump will come in. Till that announcement, I think you kind of have to watch out, because it's a slippery slope. It's a very tricky token to invest in, because you have to look at the market cap apart from the price as well, right? Many people say that you shouldn't look at the price, but I would probably argue that it's better to look at the price and the market cap simultaneously before you invest in this token, right? But again, since you can clearly see the market cap is trying to go back up, there will be a time period where this token will briefly cool down and go retest the $140 to $130 million in market cap range, which will be a really good opportunity to dollar cost average in, or the price will go below the $1.06 range, but it won't necessarily touch the 95 cent range, which is also a good price range to buy this token at, right? So overall, I think that's a strategy you should use, but again, it's a very risky token. You should kind of have precision in looking at the charts every single time and trying to see what the directionality is going to be. But you should also try to keep in mind that this is also by default a very risky project. So any money that you put in this token should only be put with the expectation that you can lose that money right away, right? So I wouldn't really recommend this token for any newcomers or new buyers of cryptocurrency, or of new buyers of Ampleforth token, because you may easily get wrecked and you'll probably sell this token at a big loss, right? but be very careful with that. So now that we covered the market cap, let's talk about the markets where it's available. Obviously, it's available on Uniswap version 2. You can also get it from SushiSwap, Balancer, as well as 0x Protocol, Bancor, and 1inch. So again, these are some of the main popular decentralized exchanges where it's available. But you can also get it from KuCoin, again, which was previously hacked and some Ample tokens were kind of like stolen, I believe. You can also get it from FTX, which is one of the most reputed exchanges. You can also get it from Bitfinex and so on and so forth, right? But I wouldn't really go past anything below that, because I feel like you're only gonna get scammed if you use some shady exchange to get a very volatile cryptocurrency like Ample, right? So stick to KuCoin or FTX for centralized exchanges, and Gate.io as well. But if you want to get it from decentralized exchanges, maybe 1inch is probably the best option, and Uniswap is probably where most of the liquidity is, right? So what's my final verdict on this token? I believe that this token, being present in two chains, last time when we covered this token was only available on Ethereum, but now it's available on Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain, which is a big win, because people are not only accumulating this token in the Ethereum blockchain or in centralized exchanges, people are also buying this token from Binance Smart Chain, right? And I think the future for Ample is very bright, because once it gets available on Aave, there's also flash loan capabilities, which again, people could be very creative with Ample4th flash loans, right? And there's this discussion in 4chan Biz where people are already predicting strategies on how to make extremely high profits with Ample when it gets listed on Aave. And obviously, if you're extremely early, you can easily make some really good gains, but you need to be very careful, right? Because once the whales start playing the game, you will lose a lot of money. But you can kind of borrow Ample when at a lower interest rate and before the rebase, and pay it back after the rebase and bank the profit. So again, there's multiple different strategies that you can think of, and there's also a thread that I read where you can take flash loans with Ample, before the rebase and then pay it off after the rebase or something like that. Something which is very technical, and again, I'm not really fully familiar with flash loans, but you can basically do miracles with the Ample once it gets listed on Aave, or you could simply just hold, because as it gets listed on Aave, you will basically see a lot of people recognizing this token and maybe even familiarizing this token as a legit project, and they'll probably look into this token as a good investment opportunity. And once they start piling in, this token goes up and up and up, and every single time it goes up, you get price appreciation, and on top of that, you get new Ample tokens due to positive rebasing. So by just holding this token in your wallet, provided you buy this token at a relatively cheaper price, you will still be able to take full advantage of the rebase by doing absolutely nothing, right? But if you want to get into a little bit more technical stuff, you can obviously borrow and lend and even kind of do flash loans if you're really technical. But overall, you have a lot of opportunities, right? The next step would be, I think Ample would be launching on Polygon, which will be another cool thing. I think it will also probably be listed on some other tier 1 exchanges. I believe that Binance can easily kind of list this token in the future as well, which is also going to drive the price of this token extremely high. And I can see at some point in the future Coinbase listing this token as well. The reason why I'm saying this is that Forth, which is the governance token of Ample4th, was listed on Coinbase on the very first day when Forth launched, right? Ample4th is, or an Ample token, basically is the token that enables this stablecoin based, this unique stablecoin DeFi application, which is a very novel concept that many projects don't really have. And due to its track record and due to its extremely decentralized nature and completely uncontrolled positive and negative rebases that happens through the algorithm, I think Coinbase may also at some point in the future list Ample token, right? So when that happens, that's going to go take this token to the moon. And for people who hold this token simply in their wallet, they'll enjoy a lot of positive rebasing, right? So don't worry that the project is, kind of like going up and you are not a part of it. There will be opportunities where, as I said, you need to look at the market cap and see if the token is going below the 140 to $135 million in market cap, and also look at the price as well. So look at both the price and the market cap simultaneously, because when the price of this token is below $1.06 and above the 95-cent range, it's usually a good buy opportunity, and this token can easily rebound above the $1.06, causing a positive rebase, right? Again, all of this is not financial advice. Please do your own research before you put your money in this token. And again, remember guys, you guys are not regular investors, you guys are brutal investors, so stay brutal. Thank you very much for watching my video guys. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more videos. See you in my next video. Bye.